Okay, ready?
Hi, Flosstube.
I'm Nancy.
And I'm Laura.
And we are
The Addicted Sisters. So this is a church directory photo from 1970. Mom and Dad in the back. Our brother Eddie on the... Oh, I can't even figure out. On the left side. Maybe it'll be the right side for you.
On one side.
Obviously, he's the one with the glasses. That's me in the middle and Nancy on the other side. Aren't we cute?
Let me look. Look, we're always in the same order. See, that's why we couldn't make it work that day that we switched sides.
Yeah. Do you see that Nancy and I have on matching dresses? We've told you about this before.
Do we really? What do we do?
Yes, we do.
Oh, that check. Yeah.
What color was that, Nancy?
I think it was pale blue and pink.
And Mom has on one of her big florals.
She loved those. That's a great picture. You should see the one that's just 2 years later. I would have been 15 then.
In 1970?
And 2 years later, when I turned 17, completely different look on both of us.
I bet.
I'm surprised what 2 years can do for a kid.
That's really fun. So that's a fun picture, and this is part of the thing. If you're new to us, this is a thing that Nancy did. We took Mom's old photo albums, and we Nancy scanned in everything.
Yeah.
I had scanned it, and then my computer crashed, and I lost everything. So Nancy said she would do it.
Yeah. When we did it, because Mom's photo albums, she glued corner to corner all the way, every single picture. So this way, at least we have a record of them. And should something happen to those old books, then we still have them.
So we would like to welcome you to Flosstube number 40.
Woo!
That's amazing. Today is Saturday, November 24th. Clear that frog, Nancy.
I'm trying to. It's just
get him out of the house. Saturday, November 24th, 2018. I wasn't talking or anything here.
Well, you know, when it hits, you've got to do it.
Oh, my goodness.
Thank you for joining us. I'm sure you're already loving it. It's going to be a wild day. So, but thank you for your subscribing to us, for all your comments, everything. We just so enjoy you all that we just love it. She's got a mouthful. Can you tell?
I don't. Hey, I thought I would start off and show you some business stuff just because this weekend we are running a sale through Monday at Love You More Studio.
I couldn't wait.
So this one I chose kind of for my cross-stitch people, and Katie fought me on it.
Oh, it's so cute.
But it's such a popular motif. This one is called Choosing the Tree.
That is so cute.
You see all those cute little snowmen? Okay, and what I loved is look inside this.
That's
fun. Thought that looked just like where they were out there in the woods.
That's fun.
And that's one. That's a standard size. I'll show you this. That's a standard size.
Which holds what?
Well, it holds my iPad mini. It holds smaller books. Not, Harry Potter doesn't go in this.
Okay. Just to give them a point of reference.
Then this one is called Stunning Succulents.
Love that one.
Isn't that a gorgeous fabric? Katie chose this. And inside is this kind of purpley and teal, kind of tie-dye looking.
Kind of peacocky colors.
Loved it. Loved it. That's a pretty. Full size. And then another full size that I have. Oh, and I have something in it. Let me pull that out. Then I can show the inside properly. This one is called Stargazer. This is one of our earlier fabrics. We love that. Can you guys see that shimmer?
Yeah, it's shimmering. Isn't that pretty?
It is just wonderful fabric. And inside is this foil.
Wow.
And it's a navy foil, so silver on navy fabric. But those are 3 that I thought I would bring. They are all in our ready-made section on our site.
Very
now,
cool.
What that means, let me get back on screen. I was trying to move things, stack them up.
She's leaning out of focus again.
What that means this weekend is that you could buy any of those at, oh my gosh, I want to say that we did them 25% off for the weekend.
Oh.
So it's really a big sale. She's playing with the frog again.
Darn.
And what's down? Oh, more stuff that I forgot that I had. This is something that is also on our site. It was from our Harry Potter box. Katie designed this. I told her I wanted something that looked kind of apothecary.
Yeah,
like an
cute.
apothecary label. So she did this great Flourish and Blots tote. And if you see it down at the bottom, it's 731 Diagon Alley. The reason
Cute.
she did that is because July 31st is Harry's birthday. And our box
Very
was
cute.
Happy Birthday, Harry. But anyway, we still have some of these available in the shop, along with some really gorgeous wood marks. And
Oh, they are pretty too.
And we have
Really
some
pretty.
soaps. You have a soap in the bathroom,
I do.
don't you?
I could go get it if
Yeah.
you want me to.
It's okay.
Okay.
But all of that is on sale this weekend. So that would be about, they are 15% off. Now, if you're buying a ready-made sleeve, you use code READY. That's all you type in, READY. And if you want the discount, and if you buy ready-made sleeves and you're buying something else, make 2 orders. Because
So
you can
use
only
both discounts.
Yes, you can only use one discount. So
Sneaky.
yeah, and there was no way around it. The other discount is B Friday for Black Friday, and it is good, like I said, through Monday, and it is 15% off of everything else in the shop.
Very
So,
good.
Anyway, I don't always talk a lot of shop business, but I thought since there's a sale, I would put that out there. And ready-made sleeves ship within 48 hours, unless you happen to order.
Ready-made.
Yes. Unless you happen to order late enough on Friday, we can't get that out on Sunday.
Yeah.
We can get it to the post office, but it's not going anywhere till Monday. So, anyway, that's that. I just wanted to show you guys that, and we have a lot of different Christmas sleeves, and
She's worrying about the stuff on my desk.
I'm trying to keep it off of
She's got her drink over there, so.
I'm making a mess. So anyway, we have a lot of ready-made sleeves, and it's been kind of fun. The sale was going yesterday, and we kept getting orders while we were out.
Nice.
And sleeves are popping up, and I'm like, oh, look, they bought that one. Because, it's something maybe we've had for a while.
Yeah.
But I made a whole bunch when we did the festival in the fall, and we still have quite a bit left over. Because, I never want anybody to go without. And so, you will figure that out when you come to...
More is better.
Yeah. You will figure that out when you come to the retreat. I feel like we're...
kind of low?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
Can we tilt that?
Yeah, you can tilt that.
Okay, watch this. So, no looking down my shirt, okay? If you don't know what that's about, then go back a few videos. Is that better?
That's probably better.
Okay. Hi. Now, see, because I was talking with my hands and I knew they weren't in the picture. And that messes with me when I know my hands should be there.
Yeah, really. And, we can't hardly talk without our hands.
Yeah. So,
see, I have to hold mine so they don't move.
So today, the interesting thing is that Nancy has a floor. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, Nancy moved in
August, towards the end of August.
And she got so much done so fast, but this room was the last room.
Yeah.
And she has gotten her stuff cleared out. And look, her cardinal, I don't know how much of this will really show, but this is her cardinal, her 'Tis the Season. And she has this pretty shelf with some stitching stuff on it. And a real cute little fairy. Does it say fairy?
Fairy garden. Please step carefully.
A cute little sign back there. So there were new things up. She's got some stuff on the wall over here. Some pin cushions. So It's fun.
Yeah, and I hung my Halloween
I
Esmeralda's
saw
boutique.
that.
So.
Yeah. And you have your Mardi Gras mask.
Mm-hmm.
And,
All my boxes, my
all your
boxes.
pretties.
So I didn't climb up and straighten that shelf up there. I need to, but, you know.
She's getting there.
After a while, you're just like, oh, my aching back. So, but I cleaned my closet. I got all of our retreat stuff put away. I've really just got 3 boxes left. The great big huge box all goes up on that shelf.
Oh, okay.
So that'll be done, and then the other 2 are decorating stuff, florals and things like that. So
cool.
I am really close. But I said all of that, and then Eric said, "Oh, by the way, you've got 4 more big tubs downstairs."
Oh,
like,
that is not even nice.
Oh, no.
Okay, Nancy, how about shout outs? Who'd you watch this week? You looked at your history.
I did look at my history. I watched Felicity.
Flissy Fish Cross Stitcher.
And she spoke about
apraxia.
But what is the other one?
And, okay, so here in the States, we say apraxia.
Okay.
Felicity is in Australia, and they say dyspraxia.
Dyspraxia. Okay. I was thinking dyslexia, and I knew that wasn't right. But she explained all about it. She is
a person with dyspraxia.
Yes,
so.
And it's amazing the things that affect her and the progress that she has made with her life. You know, it's really awe-inspiring. And then when you think about the fact that she made that big, huge, you know, I don't think she has...
She loses things and can't get the words out, which I think must be, if you haven't watched any of the videos on apraxia, Michelle Bindi is doing, that's what her charity was this month that she's giving to. And it's because of the imperfectly perfect stitcher, Heather.
Oh.
Heather's son has apraxia.
Okay.
And so Heather came on, Michelle inserted a video in one of hers at the beginning of November. And Heather did a talk and told us what apraxia is and how it affects him. And it's really nice. Amazing. So
That's great, because then that's people in our community that are affected by this. But, you know, if she loses information and has to kind of restart, then I'm really amazed that she keeps up with her her cross stitch the way she does. Mm-hmm. And the huge project like that, you know, that big Elsa. You know, I'm just amazed. And she was doing a stitch with me while she was talking about it. And, you know, just like all the rest of us, she'd have to stop and recount and redo, but it was really interesting. I really appreciated that, and know that it took a lot for her to get out there and do that.
Yes. And that was a big deal. And what I love is that I think that that Felicity probably shared that with Michelle after Michelle put that out. And then so Felicity sat down and did a stitch with me. And I don't typically watch a lot of Stitch with Me.
No, I don't either, but because of the title, that's why I did.
And I wanted to see, and, you know, so Felicity is somebody that I really enjoy. She has commented on our videos since we started. Yes. Bless her heart, because she was already a Flosstuber, and it was nice of her to just pull us along.
That was great.
So I was trying to get in my history while you were talking to look and see who I've looked at this week.
Well, I know when we both looked at, did you? Michelle Bindi.
Did you see? We kind of teased about it last week. So, if you've been on the fence about coming to the retreat, or if you have not paid your retreat fee yet, Michelle is, we've given her a spot at the retreat to auction. Yeah. And it looks
just totally cool. She is so nice to do this for us.
Let me see. I could probably get hold of that pretty quickly.
And then all the proceeds are going to
apraxia.
And then she also did have another one that was on there at the same time. She has several. She does like 5, I think, at the same time. But she was
5. Oh, no,
5
well, she does a couple of different things, right?
Well, she had 5 auctions.
Okay, Michelle. So here's the deal. If you find Michelle on Instagram and you get on this page, then you move down a little, and right here it says, show me. And Michelle shows, and this is going to take a while to load, it looks like, but it's just our picture again. I don't know what the other pictures are on here. I haven't looked at that. Anyway, she talks about the charity for November, and she explains what it is. In this disorder, receptive language is usually excellent. Thought processes are intact. Children know what they want to say, but the connection between the formation of a thought and the ability to make words is disrupted.
And I think, didn't Felicity say they thought she had dyslexia?
Yeah, I mean, they thought she had all sorts of things. So.
Because the words get twisted. She did mention that, like, they drop letters sometimes, so she learned the word cat, C-A-T. But when she would spell it C-T, because for her that was cat. Because she didn't get that A in there.
It finally loaded and then I lost it. But anyway, if you find that one, there is an auction going on for one spot at the retreat. It started at the full $100 price.
Yes.
For the retreat fee. We have donated the spot.
Yes.
So that one spot, 100% of it is going to apraxia. And what they're trying to do is buy some, I want to say iPads, because the kids can communicate that way.
Oh, very nice.
So it's, it's just a nice device for them to be able to do some things.
Who'd you watch?
So, oh shoot, now I shut it down. Doggone it, I had it out, and then you interrupted me, and that was it. I'm like, gone.
She just jumped on my train.
Okay, so other than her, I watched somebody who was new for me, and I have to figure out where I found it again, Nancy. Oh, in library, in history. There we go. I have known for a while that our friend Elizabeth Himes is making Flosstube videos. And she said she hasn't made a whole lot. In fact, I went back and watched, and it looks like number 8 is her last one. I think that's right. So, and they're quick, and a lot of times she films from her car.
Oh my!
It's kind of fun. But she has some from a couple of years ago, and she has one from a year ago, and then a few that are more recent.
I'll have to go out and watch those.
Yeah, and Elizabeth is somebody who's been joining us here locally in Kansas City. So it's fun that she started making videos, and what you see on the screen is just how she is in person. She is so fun, and she is a very positive person and has a great sense of humor, and I just love to listen to her.
Those are the kind of people you want to be around.
I watched Michelle. Yes, had to watch me some Bendy.
Yep.
And then I watched one kitten stitcher. I'm still catching up with her. Maybe I watched a couple because I saw her one at Galleria. And then I've seen, she has one called A Shiner Like a Diamond. The cats were in bed and one of them managed to give her a black eye.
Oh, man.
So, yeah, that's crazy. If you don't watch Teresa Kitten Stitcher, you need to be watching Teresa Kitten Stitcher because she gives you so much information and she always has good stories, and I love to see all of the cool things she's doing.
Yeah, very much so.
Then, because the Chiefs played here, on Monday night, I missed the end of Dancing with the Stars.
Oh.
So I had to watch 3 short videos to see 2 of the freestyle dances and who the winner is.
Who won?
I can't tell. What if they haven't watched it? Then I watched Nicole. She's Buckeye Stitcher. I love to watch Nicole. And in the latest one, she shows one of the kittens.
Oh.
And it's really funny because she brought home this mama kitty who is pregnant to let her be at her house instead of at the veterinary clinic where she works.
Oh, okay.
And the mama gave birth and has 3 little kittens. They're so cute. And she thinks she's going to keep all 4 her.
That's what happens when you take these cats in.
Yeah, it's really funny. Then I also watched Crafty Cat. Hi, Kathy.
My goodness, you watched a lot.
Well, there was a day where, an evening where Jeff was gone working.
Okay.
And so I sat and just watched Flosstube. But a lot of these, like Nicole's Buckeye Stitchers is only 33 minutes.
Yeah, so if they're quick, you can get a bunch in.
Kathy's was only 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And she always shows, I love this term. You know, we say previous finishes. She calls them cross-stitch rewind.
Oh,
I love that.
cute.
Cross-stitch rewind. That's fun. And then I watched Kansas City Girl in a Colorado World.
Mm-hmm.
And it was fun to catch up with her. And she is just hysterical. I got to see her Darktober stitching and my sincere apologies. She couldn't think of her viewers or her friend's name about a piece that she was working on. So
I hate that when your brain just
it's and
gone.
It is just gone.
Mine does that a lot, you've noticed, right?
And I love catching up with Julie. She always has such cool things going on, and she loves Halloween, so she did a lot of Halloween pieces in there.
Oh, cool.
And they're really cool. Then I am behind on Stitching Social. So I watched, listen to this, Flosstube number 11, Happy Independence Day.
Oh,
yeah.
That's a little late.
Now they're in Canada.
Yeah.
And I also watched their number 12. I have to say, Allison's hair is so cute. She got it cut and donated it. And so now she has she has a fringe.
Uh-huh. And she's got a little bob, doesn't she?
Yes, it's just so cute. But they showed some things that they fully finished and some of their plans. They always do such beautiful stitching.
Yes, they do.
They are so different. You and I stitch very similarly with just a couple things that we each
quirky.
like individually. Yeah. But I feel like Jen and Allison are very different stitchers, and I enjoy that with them.
Yeah.
So anyway, it was great to catch up with them. That's it.
Okay.
That was enough, right?
Yeah, you did a bunch.
So next up, we just have a couple of comments that we wanted to reply to. One of them is Emily, a stitching mom, and she is, if I can figure out what to do, I will at least list her name down below. But she told us that she loves to watch our videos.
Thank you.
And she recently started making Flosstube. I think we looked and she has two out there. I just saw the comment this morning. It's been kind of crazy busy.
Yeah.
Bad excuses. You know I watched all of that. I haven't watched Flosstube since Wednesday night,
I hadn't seen the comment at all, so I didn't.
And I hadn't seen the comment yet. But anyway, it's Emily dash, and then I think a space, capital A underscore stitching underscore mom. And I think mom was capitalized too. But anyway, go out and check her out. Somebody new. You always like to be in on the beginning, right?
So welcome to Flosstube. We watched a little bit of your first one while we were getting ready today, setting up. So it's going to be fun to watch you.
And we felt your pain that you were on number 3.
Oh,
so
that was sad.
Yeah, we try not to restart. We try not to redo anything.
Nothing. But what did we were on? 4 that one day?
Yes, when it kept us
butt dialed.
Oh yeah, when my husband
and then it just crashed on us after an hour and a half one day.
That was a day that my husband, or that somebody commented and said, "Oh, I hope your husband survives." And I kept yelling into the phone, "Jeff!" trying to get him, but he's really hard of hearing too. So no, it was hopeless. Hopeless.
Oh God. Memories.
Yeah. Felicity, Flissy Fish Cross Stitcher.
Yeah.
Hear how that just rolls off my thumb. I can say Flissy Fish Cross Stitcher, but I can't get out any other words. Did you hear how that rolled off my tongue? Anyway, she threatened to rip it out of your hands regarding my flapper fabric. That was that bright purple that I showed last week with my Satsuma piece on
saw that. Woo!
I don't know, Felicity. We may have words.
And can we tell people that she's...
No, not yet. Anyway, the other one that we have is blue. I can't even talk. Nancy, stop it. Blue horse, yellow cow, Linda. Linda said, "Oh, I posted about you girls on Instagram." And I'm like, I wonder what she posted. And because I haven't been on Instagram a whole lot either. And I got in there and I looked it up. And it is the funniest thing. She has a picture of us on her phone. And she said that she bought these little stands to hold her phone while she's brushing her teeth so she doesn't miss any floss tube. Because who has time to miss out on Flosstube?
That was hilarious.
It was great. I loved it.
Did she say she had them in every room?
Yes. And she just has these cute little stands, and she just sets her phone right in there. So we had lots of lovely well wishes for my back, which I got up this morning and had a little tweak, but I think it's working itself out.
Good.
And the other thing that we had was a lot of happy Thanksgiving messages.
Yes, that was so great.
And I hope that you all had a nice Thanksgiving and you enjoyed some time with family or friends or stitching or whatever, your pets. But I hope you've enjoyed some time. And our friends who are not in the United States, I hope you've had a good week too. Because we just like all of you, we don't discriminate.
Yeah, no, not at all.
So
we want everybody to have the fun.
You bet. So next up is Nancy's Fabrics. Fancy Nancy.
We're in neutral today. So, and these are really stringy. This first one I have, who would that be by?
You probably got this on, maybe at the garage sale.
I may have, yeah. So I don't know.
Okay, so we have a couple garage sales that we go to. There's one with a group of stitchers, but there's also one at Cece and Company, our LNS.
Oh, yeah.
And this could be one of their tags.
So this is just a Lugana, but the color of it is mushroom, 28 count, and it's just a small piece. But, you know.
Where's our board, Nancy?
Right down here.
Oh, here. Okay.
I tried to place it closely.
Let me help out. Here we go.
So it's just a plain fabric. You can see how sheer it is there. But, you know, you have to have your neutrals for your different pieces. I know it doesn't look like we stitch on neutral very often, but we really do.
I really do have some in my stash, too. And
yeah. Now this one...
Nancy's favorite.
Is a 28 count.
You don't even need to open it all the way.
No, I don't. It's very plain, but it's got kind of little slubs in it. It is, I can't even think, Laura. Lamb's wool. I'm like, how can I not remember my favorite fabric? And I think it has little, it doesn't have little brown spots in it, does it?
Barely.
Just some little.
Just really, really
But I like it because it's
subtle.
Nice and stiff. I just like that. And it is a very thin one, too. But it's fun to stitch on. And then the next one is a Monaco.
You and that frog.
I know, I can't get rid of it. It's a 28 count.
And it makes me want to clear my throat. And I don't need to.
And this one is antique white. So,
really?
Yeah,
that's
what they
yellow.
call. That's what I thought too. But see, it's now it comes out white on there, but it's really, really yellow. Maybe if I fold it up more. Yeah, there you can see against my sweater.
Yeah, against your white?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
I mean, it is yellow.
It's pretty, though. I just love
Yeah,
it.
it's
Very plain.
really soft.
Mm-hmm.
Things keep popping up on my screen.
I know.
That is so distracting.
Making me nervous.
I'm not touching, Nancy. I'm not touching.
Yeah, thank you. And then who do you think this is?
That's how I get us booted. That looks like you got it at the old mill.
That's what I thought. So it's probably a Weeks.
No, I don't think they have.
R&R.
It could be an R&R. I don't think that Weeks Dye Works are all the same names as their flosses.
You tell me that all the time, and I forget it every week. Okay, this one is called...
See, I talk to her. She doesn't listen.
No, I
she
don't.
Just admitted
I don't retain. This one is called Dense Fog. Look at that. Isn't that fabulous? I love those little splotches on it.
Mm-hmm.
And still, it's a good neutral. You know, I think neutrals are important for everybody to have.
Green seems to be my neutral.
Yeah, well, you get what you want. So, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I have...
Mm-hmm.
She likes it. I've got a Zweigert. Imagine where that's from. And it's a Lugana, 28 count. Let me show you them.
So I wouldn't steal it.
Yeah.
I think that's why she buys Lugana.
So there's the tag. It's called Days Gone By. And it is really a pretty, pretty piece. Look at that.
It's got those light spots, like, hold up a little. Like, there's this really pretty white lighter along there.
Mm-hmm. And it's a nice big piece, so I can really do either one huge project or several small ones.
Ooh, maybe that Stony Creek series that we looked at this morning that you liked.
Oh, yeah.
Because you would need just little pieces for it.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that pretty?
Do you guys know that Stony Creek offers a series and you can get it free in the month that it's issued if you just pay postage?
Yeah.
And there's a new one starting in November, so you have through next week to get that first one, and you get the pattern free. You just pay shipping for it. And it looks like it's going to be really pretty.
Yeah, and they're cute. So, you know, I don't know what the shipping is, but if you miss the pattern, you can always go back and buy it because it's on their board. And the pattern itself is only $3.95.
If you miss it.
If you miss it, yeah.
Yeah, so when you go look on their site, you can find some past series, and you know, if you feel like no chart travels alone, well, you could buy a series to come with your new one.
And they're under pattern of the month is what they are.
Thank you, because you looked it up and I didn't.
Yeah. The last, or this is not the last one, sorry. The next one, I have no name. It's a 28 count.
Oh, no, this is
from...
Yeah, Victorian Motto Sampler Shop.
Yeah. So I don't know the name, what she called it, but...
It may have been when she was...
testing something?
Yes, because we went out to see her last year and she had some beautiful fabrics out, and Nancy snatched this up.
Kind of reminds me of Days Gone By.
This is a half yard of fabric, you guys.
This is beautiful.
So there's 1/4, and here's the other. I mean,
so it's pretty consistent,
wow.
You know, color-wise, but the splotches. I don't know if
oh, yeah. And I love her fabric. I've worked on her 40 count
Isn't
fabric.
that pretty?
And even it is not a difficult thing to work on because she just has such nice fabric.
And see, it's a good weight. It's not, I mean, I can see my fingers through it, but it's not real sheer and it's not real heavy.
And her...
But they feel so nice.
Yes, and her veining on these things, she just really does a lovely job.
Yes, she does.
I know she's been really popular because of her floss and her floss packs and floss club, but her linen is lovely.
Her fabric, oh my gosh, she's got that beautiful pink, just so pale.
Yes.
Oh, it's lovely.
And it has like a touch of apricot in it, so it's not
so
pink,
it's not
pink.
Baby pink.
Yeah. It just is really subtle and it's blushed. That's kind of a good word.
I don't have any of that.
I think you have it in a project.
Yes, I think I do. But I meant hanging back
yes.
there. Then, you know, I like my checks. So this is a 28 count yellow check. And that's how I get it, yellow check.
And it's doubled over, so she has a big piece of it.
Yeah, it's...
Oh, it's bigger than I thought.
Oh, there we go. So...
Looks to me like a quarter yard, but a long quarter.
Well, I've used off of it.
Oh, maybe you had a half then.
I could have. But I forget where I buy it from. If I think of it, I'll send you so that they can have the link, because that's also where I got my gray from back here. Here. Which actually...
We talked about it. You've already shown that one.
I know, but I'm thinking, was it gray or did they call it brown?
Oh.
I think they might have called it brown, but I knew it was gray. Okay, and the last piece I have is from Silkweaver. Look where they cut that off.
Uh-huh.
It's a Jobelin 28 count.
What's it called?
Baby Yellow. So there's the tag on it.
And it's not a real heavily, I think it's just a standard color.
Yeah.
But it is a pretty color.
And it's so, feel how soft it is. It feels like baby.
Oh.
It's very soft. So, those are my fabrics.
Really sweet.
So we just thought we'd run through the neutrals real quick and catch those two yellows.
Got a lot of those. So we're going to come to the end of your fabric before real long. Blues and purples, is that where we are next?
Blues, purples, and greens.
Yep. Okay, so next up you want to show your piece here?
Oh, sure. I have a piece that is a little different. I got it when I worked at an embroidery house, and we had all these ladies over, you know, doing all of the making everything. You know, we had one section that did all the embroidery, and then another that put it all together. And these ladies were so great. I went over and I would always go and look at their work and see what they were doing, and they gave me this. So I think it's beautiful. It's on a really pale pink velvet. I'm trying to get it pulled around so you can see it. Look at those violets. Aren't they gorgeous?
That's wonderful.
I need to make this into a pillow so I can put it out and show it off. But look at that satin stitch on there. That beautiful. But every time I look at it, I think of all those ladies. And they were all from Puerto Rico and Cuba. And so you'd hear the chatter, and it would just be so fun when you go back there. And they were always trying to teach me, and I'm like, I am clueless. I'd love to, but I am clueless.
My kids at school are
Come
always...
on, Nancita.
My kids at school are always thrilled when I say something in their home language.
Yeah.
So I know about enough Spanish to get in trouble.
But, sorry, I'm folding it back up.
That's okay.
They put a nice pad on the back of it, too, so that it's a...
kind of an interfacing.
Yeah, it's not a felt, but what are your jammies made? Flannel. Kind of like a flannel. So, my jammies are made out of flannel anyway.
Not mine.
Not yours.
I'm too hot.
But I just wanted to share that because I think that's a really pretty piece and needs to have something done with it.
Okay, you want to show your previous finish too?
Okay. It's all about me.
Isn't it always, Nancy?
No, not so much, but anyway, this one I made as a remembrance piece for my mom, and it is Rose Garden by Blackbird. So,
and it said Reward of Merit Pincushion. So
yeah,
we're trying to
so
decide if that was a series.
Yeah, I think it might have been. But here's her initials, Marianne Poland, MAP. And then her date of birth over here, 1923. she loved roses. I really should have done it in red because she had a favorite climber outside the house, right at the corner of the house, a blaze. And
it was
she
gorgeous.
Just loved that thing. But I just put a,
really
pretty little
sweet
calico
little
back
fabric.
on it. So that's my piece.
Okay.
That's my mama.
It's after Thanksgiving, so I'm starting with the Christmas pieces because I have a lot. This one is not finished yet, but I thought I'd bring it. Oh, and feel that fabric, Nancy.
I know. I remember.
This almost did not get finished because this is a, it's either a Lugana or a Jobelin. I don't know what count I've done this on.
It's an opalescent.
Yeah, an opalescent, and it's Joy to the World from Twisted Threads.
Can you do it?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
And I love this. And they show on the pattern this tree done by itself as a pin cushion.
Oh,
and they
neat.
did it on like a country red, so it's a pinky red, softer fabric, and I loved it. So I need to go back and do that. But I love this opalescent fabric, but I hate, are you getting all the sparkle? I hate that it's, it was awful to work with. I hated it. I love the piece.
Just because she's a linen snob.
Because that's what I prefer to work on.
I know.
I know my mind.
That's okay.
So that is it for our previous finishes and our fun finishes and whatever we call them.
Wow.
So next we are up to stash.
I don't have any.
I bought, I was out with Katie yesterday and I bought some floss that I needed for a pattern. Just some bark and some grits. But the shop sells a lot of quilting fabric and they had these pieces. You could either pay $1.25 a piece or 8 for $1. How many do you think I got?
8.
So there was
16.
that one. No, I really only got 8. I was good.
I love that one.
Yeah. I mean, I tried to just buy some pieces that I thought would make some good pin cushions. Look at this one.
That's great.
All my little threads. I'll have to make a pile. I don't even know which way to turn this, but look at that.
That's pretty.
And who knows? I don't buy things that I know what they're going on. I
why
do it as I go. Look at that. So but look at this. I mean, if I did this similar to Nancy's, I would have enough to do the back. It would be cute.
It would be cute.
There's that one. Oh, and I saw this and had to get it.
Oh, that's fun.
They're just some silly little ghosties floating around on there. And I know I have some cute Halloween pieces that I can do. I love this one. I love all of these. I could have bought a bunch. Look at that.
That's really pretty.
Ugh. And then this was
that.
just interesting to me, and it's in French. La Nouvelle Eloise.
Of course I'd like it, right?
Yes, because it's French. But it's just all writing. Do you see that? La Nouvelle Eloise. I love that. And it's, it's an article from her. So, kind of fun. And my last one is this cute little pink check. Do you see how wonky it's cut?
Yeah.
That's okay. I'm always wonky. So those are my 8 little pieces. I just thought they were so cute. And who doesn't need that stuff?
Right.
So,
right. And you always want it.
Yes.
And then you don't have anything to do. You want to finish a project and you don't have anything to do it with.
And a lot of times I really hate to cut that up.
Yes.
So, to cut up a bigger piece. Then I got this message while I was out shopping, and my friend Vicky said, I have something for you. So she came by my house last night while Nancy was over playing cards with us. And you guys...
We won.
Yeah. Well, we won once.
Yeah. We lost our... whatever. I don't know. I can't think of anything nice
shirts.
to
We
say.
lost our
Thank
shirts. That's the phrase. But anyway, Vicky stopped by, and you guys, look what she brought me. She brought me the black pearl from the primitive hair. Words are not my friends today. Look at that. And she also got me the two overdyes that are in here, Carriage Black and Banker's Gray. Can you see them in there? I don't really want to mess with them. Those are the only overdyes. And then it calls for some DMC, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. But I'm thinking that hair needs to be done overdyed. That tail probably needs to be done overdyed. I don't know. I'm going to play with it, but thank you, Vicky.
That was
and
very
she
sweet.
She did it as a thank you. And I mean, how sweet.
Those are the best kinds.
Yeah.
The unexpected.
You know what? I didn't ask if I could use her name, so.
But well, you just gave the first name.
Yep. I've known her for a long time. Nancy and I have both known, well, I've known her longer than you, but anyway, we've known her a long, long time. And when we started being more active and getting out and meeting other stitchers again, then I messaged her and caught up with her, and it's been fun. She's come along and done some different things with us, so
she's
kind
great.
of cool.
She's a very prolific stitcher.
Gosh, I think she's finished 40 some odd pieces this year.
I don't know how she does it. I
mean, she's retired for one.
Yeah, for one.
That helps.
But like last week, didn't she show, she's on one of our Facebook sites, and didn't she show like 3 or 4 pieces that she finished on?
Maybe, yeah. She does a lot of Just Nan. She loves Just Nan, and she does a beautiful job with them.
And she does kitties. She loves kitties.
She's our crazy cat lady. So. And I can call her crazy. She won't mind.
No, no, she probably agree.
So then we're up to current whips and plans. What you got, Nancy?
Well, as you know,
you finished one, so you started another.
Yep.
And you were almost done with it last week.
And I'm working on, well, one would think, I'm working on Amazing Grace by the Nebby Needle.
That's not one I hear about a lot, the Nebby Needle.
Mm-mm.
And I always like what we find.
So, and I'm working on it on the same piece as another one. So.
Oh, you're so close.
Yeah, and I just have a little.
Oh my gosh.
So here is where I'm at.
Look at that. Let's see. Can I get a hold of it? I'm just going to gently pull it down.
So see, it just needs to come across and up the corner a little bit to match this side where it just comes. It's really hard to.
Yeah, because it just goes around here. So she just needs to get up here. And then she said,
there's a little rose that goes there in the corner. Or not rose. Another little bleeding heart that goes there in the corner. Okay.
Are they all bleeding hearts on this one?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
So
very pretty.
Very close. I might finish it if I have time this weekend, but I really thought I would, but then I started cleaning out my room here.
It's like, wow.
And I got, sidetracked on that, so.
So I went home, and guess what I found? Woohoo! I found my Sam Sarah Bachelor buttons. Is that a pretty, pretty piece?
I love that one.
Me too. So, well, pushy much? Look at that.
Oh my. Wow.
So here's the fun thing. You see those kind of taupish colored flowers? Yeah.
These.
They probably show more than anything else, but it says in here that you should stitch the outline, and you can tell I've done that on this one. You should stitch the outline and then stitch circular.
Oh, well, I thought something was going on different on the back.
Yeah, to give a different pattern. Yes, it does make the back of your piece look different. She says in the pattern that it will not lay flat. I don't think it feels a whole lot different. It does maybe feel a little thicker. You kind of get the texture.
Yeah.
But it's been kind of fun going in circles. And this fabric that I have is called Tallahassee Teal. Yep, Tallahassee Teal. It's a Belfast 32 count linen, and it's from Silk Weaver.
That's pretty. That's a nice weight.
It is a lovely, lovely color to go with all of these teals.
I like that.
And this is what I needed the bark for, because it's the veins of the leaves. Really, if I would have had a little more time, I would have had a finish this week, because I have this one flower that I'm on. Yep. This one flower that I'm on, plus one more, and then some leaves and the lettering. That's it.
Are you using the called for?
I am using the called for, except that, let me think which one it is. Okay.
Because this color looks...
Well, this is the color it calls for, but it's dye lots.
Oh.
So the one that looked kind of taupe is Dove. And can you see, where's my little board? Can you see? Theirs was more blue,
Yeah,
but also
look at that difference.
I'm using Chesapeake. I'm doing it from the wrong side. I can't see. Chesapeake, like that one. Open that back up, please. And kudzu, it only calls for like 5 colors. Kudzu is going to be all the green in it. Love it.
Mm-hmm. That's really pretty.
And then it called for, let me get one of them out. I don't need the grits for this one, but I stuffed them in here so I wouldn't lose them. And now I'm all caught on my scissor fob there. It needed bark to be the veins and the letters on this one. And then the only one I substituted, so what did I not say? Cadet.
Cadet.
Okay, Cadet is now green.
And it's one that you have. Oh, yeah, it's this one.
Mm-hmm. Cadet is now green, at least at my shop. I did not find it blue like that. So I have substituted Classic Colorworks Deep Fennel.
I like that color.
And it doesn't have, the only thing that I don't like about it is that it doesn't have a lot of variation.
Yeah.
But I felt like that was kind of a more solid one anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I do wish my Dove were a little lighter.
Yeah, that's...
But,
yeah.
But I kind of like it anyway, and I'm not redoing it.
And I see that you can really tell on hers, see those lighter blues, that she went in circles.
Mm-hmm. It just made such a fun one. And
yeah.
It's funny to me because my Dove is old, so I would have thought that it would have come out the same color as the pattern.
When was this done? 2002.
Mm-hmm. So, excuse me.
It's very
but
pretty.
Anyway,
I like it.
That's my piece. And I think we're going out to CC's today, so I'm going to look for my little buttons.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm almost ready.
The bachelors need buttons.
And then I should hopefully have a finish next week. You and I should both have finishes next week.
We should.
And we'll have stash, because we just told you we're going to CC's today. I'm sorry. I've got a tickle now.
I have to tell you, this is bugging me because I've got on black jeans today. And first off, Sonny decided he just needed to love on me.
Oh, yeah.
So the lower half of my legs are yellow. And then on the top half is from that piece. I opened it up and it's shed all over me. So I'm going to have to go change my jeans.
Okay. So that is kind of it for our business today. Do you know what you're going to start after Amazing Grace?
I don't.
I'm sorry.
You know, in my brain, I keep seeing all of those snow globe pieces that I've got, the houses, and I think they were by Little House. I could be wrong, but you know, it's got the beautiful church and all the houses with like a dome. They're all individual pieces and they're all done in different colors. And I've got them. I just haven't started them. So I don't know if I'm going to start those or actually go through something that I have there already. I don't know.
I showed you guys last week, Baby It's Cold Outside. And I started it, but I didn't bring it today because I have about 30 stitches in and they're part of the borders. So they're, you know, it's seriously, it's not anything fun to look at yet. And I started, well, I showed that I worked on the Santas over one on the black. I was trying to think what else I had. I did not restart my Holly Fairy yet, but I will probably work on kind of that group of things because I'm in the mood to stitch some Christmas things.
But you know, I've also got that beautiful piece over there that was, what was that?
I love that she does that, and I look, and you can't see anything.
Because they're all piled up on top of each other. But see the teal fabric? That was my antique piece. Oh, and I'd love to start that new antique piece we got at Galleria.
What about your Santa that you sent in the round robin?
It's down
there. You're never going to finish it. Oh, that could be your, you know. Anyway.
Yeah, it could be my, you know. I'm in the beard. I'm just not feeling it.
Did you get all the lines that other than white color lines through the beard?
No.
I wonder if you got those in and then outlined, then you could just sit and fill in.
You know me and lines.
Yeah, but it wouldn't matter in the beard. So she calls me wonky. I'm the wonky stitcher.
Well, it's what
she stitches wonkily.
I stitch wonky. You are
a wonky stitcher. I stitch whatever appeals to me. And there is no rhyme or reason to it.
It's wacky a lot of times. I'm wonky, she's wacky.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so we would love to invite you to like our video and subscribe. I just went brain dead. Please like and subscribe. If you want this madness over and over and over again, then yeah, come back. Then we have a little bit of news.
Give us thumbs up, give us thumbs down. But if you give us a thumbs down, please tell us why.
Yeah,
because we'd like to grow and
and we like to be able to work things out and
like at one point somebody said that they couldn't hear us very well. I bought a mic, so you can hear me better now.
And it's on her side.
Yeah.
I don't think you've ever had an issue hearing me. So. Yeah. Anyway, we have a little bit of news about the retreat. Not anything big, but I know that I got a message this week that somebody had not gotten a message back from me. And I thought, I know I sent a message. So I went and looked in my sent folder, and yes, I had already replied. So I'm wondering if maybe that person, if it landed in her spam folder and she just hasn't seen it.
Right.
So make sure that when you do send us a message saying you'd like to be part of the retreat, that you add us to your contacts so that you will not miss out on whatever we send. And
I know sometimes on the different phones, they truncate your messages. So it could be linked in an old message.
Oh.
You know, because that happens to Corey at work all the time. You know, if you just keep responding under that same thing and don't change your ray line, they all go in one message.
Mm-hmm. The other thing I would like to say is that, yes, we have a Facebook group for this. However, we are not adding anyone to the Facebook group until you paid your retreat fee. Right. So if you haven't paid your retreat fee and you've asked to join, then we're not going to approve that. I go in and I look and see who's paid their fee. Speaking of that, it is just about a month away that we are requesting retreat.
I was like, what is she talking about? The retreat is in July.
Retreat fee. 2 words. Those retreat fees are due by the end of December, and we need those so that we can get busy shopping for you.
Yeah, yeah.
And we have been really brainstorming and coming up with some ideas, and we have been stressing a little over parts of things. And if you don't know, we also host a second retreat, and it's a small retreat, so it's only about 25. It's less than 30 people.
Yeah.
But it's in February, and it's coming up, and then we have the retreat in July.
And we always do Crazy Madness for any retreat, you know.
Oh my goodness. We I should show you. I should show them, shouldn't I? Since you set it up here.
Sure, and you can get the other little thing over there if you want to. She's going to show you what we made last year for our small retreat, because we like our ladies, so you know, we want to make sure you all have some fun times. So we made this little piece. It's hand folded paper, and then we filled it with different tea for you.
And there's a little heart charm on it.
Yes.
We challenged our ladies to use that this year in one of their projects.
Mm-hmm. I still haven't done mine yet. I've got to figure that out.
Then the real true... Oh, this is coming off.
Yeah, I see.
The real
Her hair came
true
loose too.
Craziness.
I see it was all up here.
Oh, okay. The real true craziness is that Nancy and I made fairies. These little flower fairies, and they had all different color body, so tops, all different color flowers. Well,
they've got
we had 4 or 5
underneath there.
Yeah,
pantaloons,
which are the same color as the top. And then we did their hair, and see, this one has a little gem in it. So we did all these crazy things, but these things, oh my gosh, were we glad that the retreat was not bigger.
Yes.
Because that, we might have died.
Those little babies were not, we thought, oh, let's do an assembly line. That'll make it so much easier. My gosh.
And we found out where we have strengths and talents too. Mm-hmm. Because I'm very crafty. Wrapping those bodies was just the most awful thing for me. Just trying to get... Now, I didn't mind the clothes so much when we got that far.
Yeah.
But wrapping... If
the
you can't tell...
legs.
Yeah. Oops. Yeah, her little hair is fallen. If you can't tell, see that little arm? That is wrapped. And these legs... So we had to wrap this wire the whole way. Yeah.
Arms, torso, legs.
And the thing is, I saw these on Etsy. I saw some of them on Etsy. And people sell these for like 20, 30, 40, 50.
Now we know why.
Because that was a lot of work.
Yeah, that was an awful lot of work.
And I think that we worked on this probably 8 or 10 times, I would say.
Yeah,
to get all of them done.
I love fairies, but I was so tired of them. I wanted them just to be done.
So we have some other cute projects and things, and we're coming up with what we think we can handle to make 100 of.
Yeah.
And we have a couple of ideas. I don't think we're not making fairies for anybody ever again.
No.
That's just not a thing, because that was like craziness.
And our ladies absolutely loved them.
Uh-huh. And it was fun because we saw them all over. We didn't hide them. Yeah, we didn't really hide them, but when the ladies were out of the room, we put one in everybody's spot. And you know, if somebody had a stand, it was on top of their stand, and we just did some fun things.
Yeah, we had fun with them. They're cute. They were cute, and I'm glad we did them. But I'm glad we're done with them, too.
Yes. So, but, you know, we kind of wanted you to see this is the kind of care that we take with what we're doing. We feel like you have paid for an experience, and we want to give you one.
And boy, they're generally inexperienced.
So we are so excited to meet all of you at the retreat. If you don't know, let's just do some basics. So it is July 11th through the 14th, 2019. That is Thursday through Sunday. Sunday, it will be over. We won't have the stitching room. Maybe. They said maybe we can have it if it's not booked.
It depends.
But it is over at noon on Sunday.
Yes.
We're still kind of working on the what time is it starting on Thursday, because that also kind of depends on
availability.
Yeah. So if they have things ready, we may get to have it really early in the morning and get started. But we'll give a firmer time on that as it gets a little closer.
And we know some of you are coming early so that you would want to. Now, we may have a stitching area ourselves if it works out right.
It'll be a smaller, really small. We can't put 100 of you
in our room. No, we'd love to, but no, that won't work.
So there may be stitching parties in the rooms if you're there for the days ahead of time,
prior or after.
So that will be going on, and we are having this at the Drury Inn. And they...
in Blue Springs, Missouri.
Yeah, I think it says Independence, doesn't it?
Yes, sometimes it does, but it's really in Blue Springs. It's like one of those on the border.
Yes. And they are really great because they are giving the retreat rate for, they said 2 to 3 days before and 2 to 3 days after. So that if you're planning a trip and you want a little extra time to kind of explore.
Or you bring in your family or whatever.
Then you can get that rate. So know that you can get that.
Yes, and really that's a great perk.
It is.
Because I have tried to book, I'm an admin at work, and I have tried to book for my boss, even to go in one night early, and they won't give me the rate. They're like, no, you got to pay $650 for that night, but you're only going to pay $200 for the next night. Really? So
we listed...
That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's really great of them. And the Drury gives a full hot breakfast in the morning. You have to meet their hours, so the Debbies probably are not eating hot breakfast.
No.
And
unless they run down in their jammies.
And go back up, yeah. And you do have I believe there's a microwave and a refrigerator in the rooms.
Yes.
So you should have some access to that. And in the evening, they have what they call kickback.
Kickback. I could not remember that.
And kickback is, they say it's heavy hors d'oeuvres, but from what I've heard from people that have traveled and stayed there, unless you are a heavier eater, that will be enough for dinner.
Yeah, and we've looked at the menus, and they look really good.
And there are all sorts of restaurants in the area, lots of fun stuff. I think we probably need to hit up Kathy and Sylvia and find out what their favorite places in Blue Springs are. Nancy and I know that there's a Mexican restaurant close by, and we may have to go over there one night.
And there's a corner cafe, isn't there?
Yeah.
So, and I think there used to be a Big Biscuit.
Yeah, I'm not... Oh, in town, yes, in Blue Springs.
Which is not that far from us, but...
Blue Springs is where our granny lived, too, so... but
always got to drive by the old house.
Yeah. But that... those are kind of the basics. Yeah. We will, once you pay your retreat fee to us, and you send... What you do is you send an email to theaddictedsisters@gmail.com. All of this is below. Then we will send you back a message that says, hey, your next step is to pay your retreat fee. You can pay by PayPal. If we don't send an invoice.
No.
If you need to pay by credit card, you probably need, and you don't want the fees, you probably need to contact us because we're going to charge you a little more. Because we need that $100. So that, because we keep losing money with where people are sending them. Make sure you're sending it where your friends. Make sure you click that we're your friend. That way they don't take a fee out for us.
Right.
But if you're needing to send it some way and it keeps telling you there's a fee, contact us first, because we're going to tell you that you need to give a little more. It's less than $4, but a little more. And that'll just help us out.
And then once you pay that fee, then you'll get another email back, and it'll tell you how to get into the Facebook page, and you'll be accepted there, and you get to meet all the ladies who are coming, and get to, have some new friends.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have
Find a roommate.
Mm-hmm.
So, is there anything else we want to say about the retreat? We are cooking up things for you. We are getting more people coming. We're so excited that you guys are coming with us. Remember, you can go to Michelle's Instagram page and you can bid on a spot if you would like to, and it all goes for a good cause. But until then, she's Nancy.
And she's Laura.
And we are
the Addicted Sisters.
Have a great week.